my boyfriend at the time was really into bodybuilding, and he was like, well, why don't you do like a bikini competition? And I was like, sure. So did the bikini competition, still learned nothing about like emotional regulation, about like even macros or anything like that. They just gave me a meal plan. I followed it. I did everything to a T. Got out of that and realized that now my relationship with food was even worse because I was scared to eat a lot because I was scared to gain weight because I got so many praises for being 105 pounds. And I was like, ugh. So that's when I found, after probably 3 months of being afraid of eating food, I found like Lane Norton, Paul Revelia, like a lot of the OGs. I think I found you like probably around that time too. And I started realizing, oh, this is not healthy and there's a better way to do it.
Can you tell people what it's like to prep for a bodybuilding show? Because again, people see these pictures, they see these images, and many people will look at this stuff and be like, that's pinnacle of fitness. And they have, number one, no idea how people feel when they're on stage smiling like that. But also they don't know what you have to do to get to the point. Can you just walk people through what that's like, what you had to do to get there? Yeah.
So to be fair to people in bodybuilding, most people in bodybuilding now, is I was in it in 2016. So this was like peak some of the worst coaches out there.
Oh yeah.
And so I was given a meal plan to follow, which you should not just be given a meal plan. You should be educated on, again, like macros, why the meal plan can help you understand how to set up your food and everything. But I was given a meal plan that consisted of, it started with, I went from not tracking and not doing anything. So I was probably, if I had to guess, eating close to like 22 to 2,400 calories a day before. They put me on a meal plan that was 1,500 calories right out the gate.
Okay.
And so I was like, okay. And then I started doing cardio right away. So they basically added a lot of activity.
How much cardio?
I was doing 30 minutes 4 times a week.
Okay, it's not bad.
Right out the gate.
Yeah, well, it's a
with
significant...
that big of a deficit.
Yeah.
To me, it's I guess this is my own perspective, but I like to change as little variables as possible to start.
Yep.
Because you don't know what's working, for one, but then two, it's not going to give you as much room down the line.
Correct.
Because I ended up at eating close to like 1,200 calories.
That's what I thought you were going to begin with. So that's where I was
okay,
like,
that's fair.
That's where the context was like, oh, you're probably going to say 1,200, 1,100, 1,000. You're like 1,500. And I thought you were going to say you're doing 2 hours of cardio immediately. So
okay,
that's where
fair.
I was like, it's not that bad. But it is a huge jump out of the gate.
That's
sure.
where I ended up being. So it was 1,200 calories in the end. And then it was to a point where I was training 7 days a week, doing cardio 7 days a week. I was also working in retail at the time. So I was getting like 16 to 18,000 steps a day.
Dear Lord.
Yeah. So I was
on top of an hour of stairs.
Yeah.
Stairs is like the most brutal too.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
And I was still in school. And so I'm like going through my textbooks while I'm on the stairs. And like, that's how I would like be doing everything, is I'm like, okay, I'm fitting everything in. I'm working 2 jobs because I was working in retail and I was a trainer and I was going to school. And you look back and you're like, how did I do all of this? Meanwhile, now I get tired just like working for like 8 hours a day. But yeah, so that's essentially where I ended up. And so that's where a lot of people end up when it comes to bodybuilding, is sometimes you can have a coach who does kind of drop things a lot very quickly just to kind of like rush prep. If you are someone who wants to do bodybuilding, find a coach who is not going to rush your prep and who's also going to be honest with you, because I went in with the same expectation of, okay, however I look on stage is how I'm going to look for the rest of my life. And I was like, oh, most of these people don't actually look like that. Plus, this isn't even healthy. And a lot of people, especially at that time, like 2016 to 2017, 2018, would just use those pictures year round.
Yes.
And you had no idea. And so going in with an understanding of why you're doing it, I think is really important, because I did it purely because I needed a goal to work towards, for one, but then 2, because I just wanted to change my body. One thing that I say a lot is you'll never hate yourself into a body that you love. I say that from experience. I tried to hate myself into a body that I loved, and it ended up leading to me yo-yo dieting for so long, and doing a lot of things that weren't sustainable and following crash diets and just being miserable.